present.
Never dismayed.
He seldom flusters.
Rarely afraid.
I'll show you numbers that should be displayed.
He's a hero and one of a kind. Here's Dirk.
As today's very believable episode begins, Lieutenant Dirk Niblick was doing his math aerobics.
1 times 8 is 8, 2 times 8 is 16, 3 times 8 is 24, 4 times 8 is 32, 5 times 8 is 40, 6 times 8 is hard. Let's see, is 5 8s, let's see, if 5 8s are 40, one more 8 would be right. 6 times 8 is 48, and...
Just as Dirk was starting to run out of breath, he received a call on the math phone.
Math Brigade, Lieutenant Dirk Niblick breathlessly speaking.
It could be another math venture that would send Lieutenant Dirk Niblick anywhere in the world to solve a problem using mathematics.
Oh, yes, Mother. No, not yet, but I will, and thanks for reminding me. Good old Mom, just calling to remind me to put my socks on. Mothers are good, and I think a day should be set aside each year to honor them.
All right, so it wasn't another math venture, but in another part of town, bad news had come to Sam Wanna-Make-A-Bet, local merchant.
Sorry, Mrs. Biddle, the store is closed.
Closed, but I need cat food.
Why don't you learn to eat something else, Mrs. Biddle?
It's for my cats, you silly merchant.
I'm going out of business, Mrs. Biddle. My new accounting firm, Read 'em and Weep, showed me I was losing a fortune. Sorry.
Oh, no. Trusted old Sam Wanna-Make-A-Bet has fallen on hard times, and he wasn't the only one. All over town, small businesses were closing down.
My clothes are still wet. What's the meaning of this, Dwayne?
Sorry, Mrs. Premise, but my accountant showed me that I'm losing money. I have to close the store.
Yep, that's right, Mr. Pulitzer. I'm losing money. I'll have to close up shop.
But what will I do without my morning newspaper?
Well, as I see it, sir, you have 2 choices. Publish your own or wrap the garbage in something else.
I'm finished.
My savings are wiped out.
This is terrible.
What a black day in the annals of business.
I'd jump off something high if I could afford to climb up on it.
I'd like to order a large pizza with sausage and syrup to go. Closed? How can you be closed? It's the shank of the day.
But as Dirk tried other fast food establishments, he found them all closed. Being a resourceful fellow, Dirk decided to investigate.
I can't believe Sawdust Burgers is closing down.
Sorry, Lieutenant Niblick, but my new accountant showed me that I'm losing money.
But you're always packed with people stuffing their punums with Sawdust Burgers.
Look at my books. This shows the business I did yesterday. See, yesterday alone, I lost $73,500. That's more than I have on me. Day before, it was even worse.
Well, that's awful. What will you do now?
I guess I'll have to go back to my old job.
What did you used to do?
I was a jockey.
You seem rather large for a jockey.
Yes, I was always somewhat controversial.
And as Dirk checked throughout his little hometown of Birra Ralston on the Rilleraw, he found the same story over and over.
So you see, Lieutenant Niblick, yesterday I lost $395,000 when I sold 1 car. Boy, it's a good thing I didn't sell any more, or I'd have to dip into my savings.
And you say you have a new accounting firm?
Yes, Read 'em and Weep.
I've only got a pair of jacks.
No, Read 'em and Weep is my accountant.
Perhaps I'd better pay a call on Read 'em and Weep.
And no sooner had he said it than he had done it.
Yes, it is unusual that an entire town would be going bankrupt, but figures don't lie.
What are you doing?
Here are the figures for the Sawdust Burger store, for example. 1,500 burgers at a cost of 50 cents. 1,500 times 50, 75,000. That's $75,000. 1,500 burgers sold at $1. That's $1,500. We subtract 1,500 from 75,000 and get a loss of $73,500.
You certainly do.
But you'll be happy to know, Lieutenant Niblick,
I do know, Lieutenant Niblick.
that my company, Read 'em and Weep, is willing to buy up all these stores.
You're buying the stores?
That's right.
At a fair price?
Of course not.
Read 'em and Weep, I think you are cheating these people, and I, for one, resent it.
My dear Lieutenant Niblick, remember, as I said before, figures don't lie.
But lawyers do figure.
Well, math fans, what about those developments? Read 'em and Weep is going to buy up the town for a song if Dirk doesn't stop him. Take a look at Dirk's problem and see if you can help him figure it out. If you can, you will win absolutely nothing, but you will feel better about yourselves. When we last left our mathematically inclined hero, Dirk Niblick was trying to puzzle over a problem. He decided to revisit the used car salesman, Madman Mandel.
Well, that's nice of you to try to help me, Lieutenant Niblick, but I gotta get out of business. I don't want to lose any more money.
Well, that's just it, Madman. You're not losing money.
Oh, for joy, for joy. My wife would be so happy to hear that, if I had a wife.
You said you sold one car for $5,000.
Yes, your mileage may vary.
So you took in $5,000.
That's right, and a happier used car salesman you'd never see. But then Read 'em and Weep showed me how much money I had spent. 80 times 5,000, 400,000. $400,000.
Yes, 80 times 5,000 is 400,000. But in this case, the 80 represented 80%. It should be written like this.
Uh-huh. You put a little dot there. Big deal. One little dot isn't going to change anything, is it?
It's a decimal point, and you bet your axle it will. Look, you spent $4,000, not 400,000. You made money, Madman.
I did? Sure I did. I spent $4,000, but I took in $5,000. So I made
$1,000.
I'm so happy I could dance.
Well, go ahead. Gosh almighty, don't hold back your flood of happiness.
May I lead?
So you see what happened, Mr. Sawdust? Your accountants didn't use a decimal point. You spent $750, not $75,000.
That means I made money. $750. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. And my horse will be very happy.
And as for you, Read 'em and Weep, you're going to jail for defrauding all these downright upstanding business persons.
Aluminum foiled again.
What all you people should learn is always estimate how much money you think you are making and how much money you think you are spending. Then you'll know about what to expect. And watch where you put that decimal point. It may be little, but it makes a big difference.
Yay, Dirk! What a guy! Yay, Dirk! There's mud in your eye! Yay, Dirk! Go swallow fly!
It's a nice feeling when I can solve a problem using mathematics. It makes a fellow feel... Oh, excuse me. Hello, Dirk Niblick of the Math Brigade. Oh, hello, Mother. What? Of course I put them on. Oh, first the socks, and then the shoes. I'll get it right next time, Mommy dearest.
And so, once again, using his deductive powers and a little common sense, Dirk Niblick has made this place a nicer one in which to grow rutabagas. Hats off to you, Lieutenant.